I just made that up. That's probably really wrong. Sorry, y'all, I have a hangover. Okay, y'all, so this was my first time like doing my makeup, like not in my bathroom, and it was so hard to record this video, y'all. Like I just but whatever, y'all, I'm back. I found my motivation, y'all. Something really good happened to me last night. Not like that, but I'm back. What's up, YouTube? It's Jelly J and I'm back with another video. This time I'm doing something a little different. I'm doing a get ready with me, but I'm going to talk about a really important topic, and it's really a hot topic because it's something that a lot of my friends ask me or other people ask me on social media, and that question is, why won't my hair grow? As you can see, my hair has grown a lot. It's kind of like trial and error. It wasn't like I just had the answers right there and my hair just started growing out of nowhere. It was more so I had to do a lot of things, and I discovered what does and doesn't work for my hair. So the first thing that I want to talk about is washing your hair. Obviously I'm going to say, like, you know, wash your hair, but it's all about how you do things. A lot of people, when it comes to natural hair, they know like the what to do, but they don't know how to do it. And how you do your hair is really crucial to the outcome of your hair, the healthiness of your hair, the length of your hair, and everything. If you want to see how I wash my hair, I have a link. It'll be on this side or maybe up there or down there, I don't know. I wash my hair at least once a week, and I do that because that's what works for my hair. I know some people wash their hair more often or a little less, or like maybe every 10 days or something like that, but I just try to wash my hair once a week because that's what works for my hair. And I notice about after a week my scalp starts to get product buildup or like flaky, or it'll start to smell from like the oil sitting in there for too long. Y'all see that when I talk like this and I'm trying to blend out my neck? You want to make sure that you wash your hair as often as needed. Now me, since my hair is dyed, I use a co-wash, and I only use a shampoo when I do hairstyles that are product heavy, like a slick bun or something, because a slick bun, when I do them, it requires a lot of gel, and I put a lot of gel like all up in my scalp, and I have to section my hair off, and like literally almost every single strand of hair has gel in it. Other times when I just use shampoo, I find that it strips my hair of the oils that I need. And my hair, like, since it's dyed, I want to keep it as moisturized as possible. It's the springtime, the weather is warm, and it's really good for my hair because in the winter time it's hard to keep up the hair being moisturized, and that's usually when I do more protective styles and stuff like that. Speaking of protective styles really help you with your hair and hair growth because they're low manipulation and they don't allow you to like mess with your hair so much. Protective styles are good, but like foods and other things, you always want to do things in moderation. So I do protective styles, but when I'm done with the protective style, I at least give my hair like a week or two to breathe before I get another one. When I get protective styles, I usually blow dry my hair, make sure everything is protected, and I also, not every single time, but if it's like that time, I cut my hair. Not cut, I trim my hair, like I trim my ends. By the time I take my hair down, all the growth, it won't break off when I take my hair down. And then once I take it down, my hair is like really nice and my ends aren't like dry or anything. And protective styles don't always have to be braids or like cornrows or like twists or anything. You can like do a head wrap, like that's a protective style. Honestly, I don't always wear my natural hair out. Like I honestly do my hair, like I'll do it, but I don't like do it like this or something. Doing your hair every day also is high manipulation. Like you're pulling and tugging on your hair and stuff like that, and it's just doing too much. So I have a lot of bummy days. When I say like bummy days, I mean like bummy. Like my hair will just be in a bun, like a crusty old scraggly bun, and it'll be sitting under my head wrap. And I will wear a head wrap for a week straight and then go and wash my hair. Like, especially because I'm a college student and I'm busy and I don't always have the time. When I have my bummy days, those are the good days because yeah, I might like just do my baby hairs under a hair wrap, but like under a hair wrap, my hair probably looks like shit. It probably needs to be washed, and like my mama said, it'll make it grow. The oils are good, but like not actual dirt. Like you don't want to leave it dirty. Sometimes your hair can sit in the oils, that your natural oils from your scalp, or the oils that you use after moisturizing your hair after you wash it, and just let it sit. Yeah, I made a list so it wouldn't like, I wouldn't lose track. Set up a schedule. So I've heard like other like YouTubers say set up a schedule and do this for your hair or whatever, and I don't know about y'all, but when I heard the term or like the phrase set up a schedule, I was like, I don't have time. Like I don't have the time. Like I'm a college student, y'all know I'm a theater major, and I rehearse like 30 hours a week, and that's just rehearsal. That's not classes, that's not work. Like, it's like I have no time to like set up a schedule. And honestly, it's not like setting up a schedule, like write it down in your planner, or like making like actual time to like write out a whole schedule. It's more so about like sticking to the plan. So with me, I don't have a schedule. I don't write anything down. I mean, sometimes I might save notes in my phone, like, oh, I did a protein treatment this day, so next time I'll be like, hey, in the next 3 months you need to do another one. But what I mean by set up a schedule is when you do your hair, you want to do a schedule because you don't want to wait till it's too late where your hair is not like up to par and like it's unhealthy and it's dry and brittle and it starts breaking off and it's not growing to do something about your hair. If you're already taking care of it like you take care of your health, your hair will start to grow. And speaking of health, foods and like drinking water and like other stuff like that also have a really big impact on your hair growth. I noticed that drinking water also helps hydrate my hair and my skin more. With your schedule, you want to make sure it works for you. So make sure that it's not like, oh my god, I missed a day and now my hair is not going to grow. Like, no, it's not like that. It's just more so like, I might wash my hair once a week, and that doesn't mean like it's every Sunday is wash day. But it's like, oh, like this Sunday I washed my hair, and then like next Sunday I wash my hair, next time I wash it on a Saturday, next time I wash it on a Wednesday. Like, you know, just try to stick to something that's like, stick to your regimen, and you want to make sure that your regimen is something that works for you. Speaking of things that work for you, it's so crucial because you have to realize that what works for one person is not going to work for you. I can't tell y'all how many times I have people that come up to me and they're like, so what products do you use, or what's the best product to use? And I tell them, and people are like, they'll use the product and they're like, it didn't work for me. And that's because, again, it's not what you use, it's how you use it. Like, people will use like even makeup. Like, I've had friends like, oh yeah, I tried the makeup, I didn't like it. It's like, it's not what it is. Like, sometimes it is the product, but it's also about how you use it. Like, you can't just buy a product and then use it the wrong way and expect the same results. You have to actually use it the right way. And when I mean use it, I mean you have to take the time out to do your hair. I notice when I don't actually take the time to detangle my hair, the next time I wash it, it's such a hassle. But if I actually dedicate 3 hours out of my week just to taking care of my hair, then I noticed that it's way easier to maintain my hair and take care of it. Y'all, it's the summertime and I usually use the banana, but I want to be a little more golden today. Right now, I can't contain the excitement. So I work for the police department at my school, and right now Hamilton is here, and I get to work backstage and I get to see like all the cast and stuff backstage, and you know, it's just really cool, like being in the presence of actors who are acting in the biggest show, Broadway show in the world right now. I cannot contain my excitement. Like, y'all see how I'm smiling as I'm trying to apply this setting powder or whatever. Yeah, so what was I saying? I forgot. Growing my hair, I noticed that it's not always about your scalp. So a lot of people think that your hair growth and everything, like, oh, you have to stimulate your scalp, you have to do this, you have to do that. Yes, your scalp is important, but I feel like my ends are more important than my scalp. Your hair grows from your scalp, but your ends are what really show like your length retention. So like if your ends are like dry and brittle, then it's gonna break off. If you have split ends, your hair is gonna break off, and that's why a lot of people are stuck at like shoulder length. That's why a lot of people their hair won't grow, or like they're stuck at like collarbone length, and they're just like, oh, my hair won't grow, like this and that. That's because your ends, like, y'all, when I say your ends are so crucial to hair growth, it's so crucial. A way to test to see if your ends are unhealthy, like, you can of course feel them, but when you like wash your hair and twist it up, look at the thickness. Like, if the thickness from root to end, it should kind of be like the same thickness. If it's like thick and then it goes to like really stringy and thin, you need to cut that. It should be pretty consistent. Like, if it's really thin, cut it. A lot of people like don't like cutting their hair because they don't want to see the length grow, but your hair is not going to grow if you just keep holding on to it. It's going to keep breaking off at the same spot. Anything from the middle of like your hair shaft down, not just like the very ends of your hair. Like, your hair might just be like split up like high, and then with your split ends it can split all the way up, and it can split like up to almost your root. That's why I always like clip my ends before I go in with the protective style, because I want my hair to grow while in a protective style. That's what protective styles are for. Like, they're to protect your hair from like all this like style manipulation and everything, and it's so you can actually like grow your hair out. If you cut your ends before protective style, you're not gonna know, like, you know, you're not gonna see the length anyway or whatever. It's gonna be all like braided up. When you take your hair down, like, you might not notice that your hair grew, but I'm telling you, your hair will be so much healthier. That's like my #1 rule. Like, out of all these tips, like, length retention is the #1 thing. Everybody's hair grows. Like, when people say
my hair doesn't grow, my hair is not growing,
that's a lie. Everyone's hair grows. You're just not retaining length. And to retain length, it's all about your ends. You want to make sure that your ends are getting moisturized. You want to make sure that they're getting clipped. You don't have to like, oh, I trim my ends every 3 months. Like, I don't follow a schedule when I trim my hair. I just trim as needed. Even if I'd be like, oh, my hair has been healthy lately, I don't need a trim, but it's been like 4, 5, 6 months, I will still trim my hair because, like, sometimes you, like I said before, you don't want to wait until the damage is already done to do things. Protein treatments are really well because they strengthen your hair. They prevent breakage a lot. So like, yeah, deep conditioning, like, it adds moisture and everything, but you don't want to like oversaturate your hair with like water and oils and like moisture, because then you'll lose the elasticity in your hair and it'll just be weighed down. It'll be too stringy and it won't be strong. Another tip, beware of harmful ingredients. So there are a lot of products out there. You want to be mindful of that because it can hurt your hair way more than it's supposed to help it. Any products with like hydro in front of it, you'll know that that's like moisturized. So that's a good product. Like things, I can't like remember the names because I'm not about to try to pronounce it, but a lot of products with like the word hydro before it. That means water, which is good because you want a lot of water and moisture in your hair. I used to be one of those naturals who only liked my hair in its wet state, but you don't want to just leave your hair in its wet state because 1, that's not your real curl pattern, and 2, you're destroying your hair literally by leaving it wet all the time. Always check the ingredients before you try to buy new products. I don't like using products with dyes and like fragrances. Like, I don't use that. All of my products are usually all natural and organic. Everything you do in moderation. Don't over deep condition, don't under deep condition. Protein treatments, don't do too many because your hair will get really hard to the point where if you touch it, it'll just break off. That's really all the tips that I have for y'all. These are really simple tips. So if you follow these, especially, like, keep in mind about that length retention thing, about your ends. That's really gonna make or break your hair length. Remember that natural hair doesn't grow down, it grows out. So it might be a while before you see like your hair is starting to hang like this or whatever. Like, it might just grow out and out. Like, even mine right now, it still grows out, it doesn't grow down. I've tried the inversion method. I've tried rice water. You can use those other methods too, and they're really good. They're actually effective when they work. Inversion method works, rice water works, but beware, like I said, everything has to be done in moderation. If you keep doing like the same thing, your hair will get used to it. Switch up your products, switch up your oils that you use. Keep those things in mind. Length retention, protective styling, sticking to a schedule, setting up a routine, and products. I just made that up. That's probably really wrong. Sorry, y'all, I have a hangover. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section and I will answer them. Comment on this video. What do you think? What do you use? What are your favorite methods to grow your hair? What's stopping you from growing your hair? Is there something in this video that you notice that you do or that you don't do that is preventing your hair from growing or that is making your hair flourish? So yeah, let me know. I like talking to y'all. Happy hair growth and